All right, and welcome. And today in this video, I am going to show you how you can leverage the power of other people's YouTube videos along with ChatGPT to be able to pump out a lot of awesome content for your blog and your websites. But not only that, but I'm also going to show you an awesome plugin. If you stick around a little bit longer in this video, I will show you how to automate that process so that you can basically crank out affiliate marketing websites with ChatGPT and utilizing other people's YouTube videos. So let's dive in. Many of us who are into affiliate marketing right now are trying to figure out how to create the best possible content and the highest amount of volume so that we can put it on websites and so forth and monetize it with clickable links, with ads, and so forth. So of course, there's a lot of different writers. Everybody have posted many videos about this, about how to create better content using ChatGPT, but there's one that's underutilized that a lot of people, I think, are not looking at. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to bounce back and forth a few times throughout this video. I'm going to talk about, for example, using this test site, which I call my dummy site, and I'm going to show you how you can leverage this way of doing things. But what we're going to do right now is just kind of pick a mock niche. And the niche, let's say, I'm going to use is how to use ChatGPT for real estate. There are, of course, dozens of niches. Of course, you have to pick something and go through the research. I do have a video on this to show you how to find profitable niches using keyword tools. But let's say, for example, we're going to pick this one here, ChatGPT for real estate. So if we go into YouTube and we type that in, we see a lot of videos that are already ranking, and we can look at some of the interest in these videos. So this one, which is actually spelling genius wrong, which is interesting, always notable to see if you misspell things, if it works. 42,000 views in 3 months. So that's pretty popular. This one, you've got 20K views in 2 months. And if you take a look at these headlines are interesting, right? And they may or may not have a lot of specific keywords in it, long tail keywords that you might write a blog about, but nonetheless, they are things that people are interested in. So we want to be able to capitalize on these topics. And of course, there's we can't just copy people's content specifically, but we could utilize and leverage these videos because in YouTube, under licensing, you can, as long as it's shareable, you can share this video on a website. Now that's awesome. Of course, you can label it using that headline or that subject line, but what about the content in the video? And there's a neat way that we can actually go about this without literally just copying the transcript itself. But so what we're going to do is let's go ahead and grab this video here. We're going to copy that link address. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to go over here to a URL called youtubetranscript.com. Now, it's just a one-pager here. And what you could do is you could stick that YouTube URL in there and click go. Now, immediately, literally within what, 2 seconds that was, then what it does is it creates or grabs the transcript of that video, okay, so which is pretty awesome. So if we were to take that video, okay, and I could go over here into my dummy site and I could actually post that video in here, and I can use this headline as the title for that post, okay, especially if I think that that's going to be a searchable title or a valuable content piece for my website. And I can grab this entire transcript here. Okay, and of course you could see how that's written, not in a very user-friendly, article-friendly format. I can copy that, and what I could do is I can go into ChatGPT and I can paste that in there with the prompt to turn it into an SEO-optimized blog post. Now, I'm not going to go through this in this video because I have many other videos on this, on different types of prompts to use for SEO-optimized content, but let's just make it real simple here just for the demonstration video. So don't haunt me in my comments about this if it's not perfect. But write an SEO optimized blog post using this YouTube video transcript. Okay, and I'm just going to drop that in there. Now I've got turbo, so it's going to be pretty fast. And you could see here that it is actually using that transcript as the backend to generate an SEO optimized article. And there it is. So now we could just take this article here and we can put it into the dummy site underneath that video with the headline, and then we can kind of tweak it a little bit in order to optimize it even further, and bang, now we have a high quality post that is not just AI generated content from something like Jasper or Zimwrite or so forth, we can actually use the content that is talked about in this video. So it's going to have a degree of uniqueness to it. So that's a pretty easy way to start generating content, but it takes your time and your energy. Now, my big question to you is going to be, do you want something less laborious? Do you want to not have to go through that piece by piece? Do you want that process automated? And if you do, obviously I would imagine the answer is yes, because I certainly did, because I didn't want to do that through all of these different sites. There is an amazing plugin for this. I'm going to show you how it works. So we're going to use my dummy site here. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you the plugin. And the plugin, of course, I'll include a link to it below, is called YT Evo. Now, YT Evo is a plugin that will do that process automatically. It will create posts from your YouTube videos and YouTube channels, and it'll do that by leveraging OpenAI's access with their API to actually read that YouTube transcript and to generate an article and do it magically. So let me show you how this thing works. So if you go into the dashboard over here, you could see that there's a number of different things that you can do with this. Now, powerful tools. You can add channels and playlists. You could literally subscribe to a channel if that channel is pumping out highly relevant content to your niche, and you can automate that to your blog. You can add individual videos. So for example, I went in there and I grabbed this one that I just had. Okay, I can go into this process right here and I could literally just paste that in there and I can find that video. Now, if I were to publish this video, what it's going to do, because I'm already connected with my API keys, is it's going to go take that transcript and then it's going to plop it into ChatGPT, create a blog post, and then automatically publish it for me. So extremely powerful. So as we already talked about, you can add an entire YouTube channel or a playlist. You just need to grab that URL and stick it in there. You can search for videos. So if you like to do that process one by one, I can go in there and I can search for specifically ChatGPT for real estate. And I can sort by a number of different things. If you want to go with the ones that have the highest popularity and view counts or video counts, titles, relevance, rating, or date, if you like to have the newest content. So let's say date, and I click on that. It's going to do a quick search, and it's going to pull up all the newest videos that are showing up in search on YouTube for ChatGPT for real estate. We can go through these headlines, and we can see if it's a keyword phrase that we need to fill out our authority, or if there's new stuff in here that might be relevant to our audience. So again, you can do it like that as well. So the settings on here, I'm going to walk you through this real quick. Now, we can display certain things. People like to have different options for whether or not they want videos to autoplay, these sorts of things. There's import settings and so forth. There are some other things that I'm not going to go through in this video. For example, there were options to link up with Easy Articles or Spin Rewriter or Article Forge, for example, where it can generate content. Not really using that anymore. But here, for example, we use YouTube subtitles. So if you enable the subtitles and captions, that will allow the software to grab that transcript. So obviously in this case, I would say, yes, we want to do that. And we go over here to ChatGPT, there's our integration. So if we enable ChatGPT integration, then it's going to be able to write those articles using ChatGPT. Of course, we're going to need an API key from OpenAI. So that's really simple. You can go ahead and grab it. These articles are dirt cheap. So you don't need to worry about that. A few pennies to get these things created. We have options for content length. We can go up to 1,500 words, and we have different languages. Okay. Other content options here, we can add these intro sections, conclusions, FAQs. I stick all of that stuff in there. We do have the option to rewrite the title or not. If you're only going for videos with optimized keyword-based titles, then obviously we would not use that. But if you want those titles rewritten for uniqueness, of course you can click that as well. And we can rewrite YouTube descriptions and captions. Now, of course, we want to do that. A lot of YouTube marketers include a lot of affiliate links and so forth in their descriptions and captions, so we don't want that stuff in there. So of course on import, if we went back over here, we could also restrict description links, so we can make sure that the system does not import any links in the YouTube description, and that way we're not pulling in other marketers' affiliate links. So of course that would be an important setting in there. So the cool part out of this is that, again, we have all of these different options here, and we can increase the length. For example, I would probably go with 1,500 words, and that way we can import whatever optimized content we possibly can from those videos. So if I were to go here, let's just make sure it has everything that I want, and we can select categories. Okay, so as you can see, the power of this is being able to actually add channels and playlists, and when you do that, you can actually separate them into different categories. If you have your SEO optimized categories, and you can fill those in underneath. So I can't even explain to you how insanely powerful this tool is for automating websites. Okay, so let's grab that video and let's actually give you a quick demo here. All right, so if we search for that individual video, add a video via URL, let's grab this guy again, okay, and let's stick that in there. Now we'll find the video. Okay, now it says here publish. We're going to go ahead and hit the publish button. Now it's going to take a few moments here because obviously ChatGPT needs to do its thing, so I'm going to pause and I'll come right back when it's live. All right, so it's done, so let's go ahead and click on that. And here you're going to see what happens. So for example, it grabbed onto that title here, 5 Genius Ways Real Estate Agents Utilize Chatbots, Exploring the Benefits. So now we have an intro here that was written for us. We have the video that's in the post. And as we scan down here, look at that article. So we have an introduction, and we have these individual benefits, a conclusion, and a couple of FAQs. This was all based around background information from the transcript from the video. So the powerful part of this that you have to realize is that it is actually using automatically the transcript information as background information to write the article. So there's going to be a degree of uniqueness that's in here that you're not going to get with more AI-based simple writers, no matter what it is that you're using, whether that's Jasper or you're using ZimWriter or anything else. This unique content here is based upon content already produced in a video, and it's ranking well already, and YouTube has determined that it's good content and it's going to put it in front of people. So you've leveraged that to get this content written. Now, of course, this is still in its early stages here. As this gets developed more, there's going to be a lot more options in here to flesh out this content. So, of course, we'd like it to be able to put lists in here. We'd like it to be able to automatically add internal links. There's other things. But the way that this could be utilized very simply is to pump out a good amount of content on a regular basis, mixing it with content that is manually created that is even higher quality, and then using a tool like Link Whisper or something else to create all your internal links and automate basically most of this process. And then what are we left with? We just have to do the off-page SEO work to maximize the ranking of this affiliate website. Now, if you're doing a solid job with keyword research, you understand the topic clusters that need to be created, and of course, doing all of the other things that we need to do for SEO, you've got your content strategy pretty much handled just by using this simple tool, okay? So automation is getting better and better at creating these kinds of websites. Now, this is great for a lot of different things, whether it's just a sole affiliate website, whether you're building up what we call a PBN, or anything else that you're creating links for your network. This is an insane tool. So I highly recommend that you grab a hold of this thing. It is not expensive. And if you're looking to take your content to another level and to automate a load of it, then grab the YT Evo plugin. You won't be disappointed. So thank you so much for watching this video. If you like it, of course, give me a thumbs up, comment below, subscribe to the channel. Make sure you hit that notification bell so you get notified when new videos like this come out. Grab onto that plugin. The link is below, and I'll see you next time.